Hi guys, today we are going to see about Pandas DataFrame. In last video we saw about Pandas series. We know that series is one-dimensional array. If you're not done with Pandas data series, just go and watch the video. It is in the description link. Here again we are importing Pandas as PD. Next we are creating a data frame using a dictionary. See, dictionary is dictionary has the flower braces. We are going to create it. This is a key value pair. We are going to make this. See, there is a great difference. This is a one-dimensional array. We are making it into a tabular form. See, it has automatically indexed. We don't have to define that. Like series, it has automatically indexed by self. See, we have file formats. This is known as JSON, or here we will be saying the dictionary. Dictionary is a file format of JSON. See, we are having key and value. Key and value, this is a key. This entire thing is a value. It has started with flower braces and has ended with flower braces. We have comma as separator, and the other important file format we have is CSV. CSV, this is also an important file format. It is separated using comma. Sometimes semicolon is also used. Next, we are going to create data frame using another format. C. We'll be executing this. We get the same answer. The thing we have to see is in whichever format, as we saw in the series, as we saw in Panda series, whichever format it may be, it is easily converted and given in the form of data frame or data series. Okay, this is the code. We are storing this thing in a variable. We are going to print that. We have to code just pd.dataframe, D and F in capital. You have to give this data. If you are giving it as something df, which means data frame, then I'm going to change it as df. It's just a variable inside the parenthesis. To create a data frame from list, we have list, separate list. We have three separate lists. See, pd dot subject, variable subject has the list of subject. These are IT, DSA, data structures, Java, JavaScript, lab, and whichever language you like. Then the marks, then GPA. So we are giving subject, marks, and GPA. We are indexing this. We are going to print this df underscore mark. It is quite usual to get errors. We did execute this cell. Okay, see, this is the format. We are indexing this subject marks GPA. So subjects marks GPA. We are having 0, 1, 2, 3 as index. Now this index gone up. Now we want to transform this. We need in this format. We need this table to be performed in this format. So we are going to make a transpose. We know matrix, so it is very easy to transpose. See, the entire thing got transformed. Simply column to rows and rows to column. Create data frame from a series. We have seen dictionaries, we have seen and list. Now we are going to do with pandas series. So we know pd.series. This is the format of series. It is same as list, but we are going to give this inside a braces. The same thing which we have done here. See, entirely same thing, but we are going to define it as pd.series with parenthesis. Let's execute this. Now we are going to print. It is of same as we done earlier. Now we are going to transpose it. We got exactly same thing. See, just the subject got changed. That's it. Now we are in a crucial part. This is the base part. We are going to load df underscore basic info is the variable which is going to contain this entire CSV file. See, we have file here, basic info.csv. So this is the file we are going to load and save it inside this df underscore basic underscore info. So I'm just running this. You see, pd is pandas dot read csv, read underscore csv. We are going to use this and we are giving it inside a double quote and we are defining the data type, that is csv, data format csv. Going to execute this. This completed. Now we are going to print the head of the data. Head displays 5 rows by default. If we are giving something 15 or 16, it will be printing as much as we require. So this is the basic part in data science. Loading a data set, finding the head, finding the null, and describing it, that 5-point analysis. These are the basic things we are going to see using this Pandas data frame. This is the most significant part and most basic part in data science. So let's execute this code. See, I'm just giving head and the braces. We will be getting first 5. See, we are indexing from 0, so it's up to 4. We are having first 5 data each and every column, and then I'm defining it. I'm going to add some 9 data. So I'm executing this. I'm getting all the 9 data. If I give 19, I'll be getting all 19 data. To print the tail of the data, tail is just the opposite of head. We will be getting last 5 rows with every column. This is the thing. We are having totally 23 rows. It is indexing from 0 and we are getting 22, means it's not 22, it's 23 columns. Sorry, 23 rows. And then to obtain the dimension of the data, we know dimensions are the x, y axis, 3 dimension, 4 dimension. Will be having dimensions are the x into y, that is the rows into the columns. We are having 23 rows and 1 2 3 columns. Whether we are going to get the 23 rows and 3 columns. Now we are going to see the data type of the data frame. Just the same, the variable dot d types. See, we have the data. This is int, age is in int, weight is in int, height is in float. So we are getting int 64 and float 64. Then we are going to know the info, the thing which is present in the data set. So we are getting 23 not nulls. So we don't have any missing values in this. If we are having any missing values, it would be sorted out and it will be shown there. So we don't have any null values. We could observe that the memory used to save this data frame is 680 bits. The entire detail of this df is given here. So this is the info. These are the basic steps which we are going to perform in further classes. So the first thing we have to see is loading the data set to find the head, so that we could come to know how the data is inside the file. And then we have to find the shape, the dimensions. We are going to find the data types. Why we want to find the data type? The main question arises here because sometimes the data given in the csv file would not be appropriate. The age would be in the form of strings, so that it would be given as object. It is not correct that age should be in a string value. Either the age could be in integer value or in a float value. We have to do some type conversions there. We have to change the data into appropriate data. Then only we can perform our EDA and other model building steps. Why? Because we have data type is of 2, which is of categorical variables and numerical variables. If both is intermixed, we can't perform anything properly. We can't do our EDA. We can't find any inferences. We can't find the correlations. So the task would be much tough. So we have to do data pre-processing. This thing gives an inference, so that we could find and we could replace the data, or else we have to change the data type. Now we are going to find data type for a particular column. So just type as such in Python we will be doing. We are calling the data frame in that age. It's a column name. We could know Pandas core series. This is one way. See, dot operator calls the age. We are having age. We are calling the age. But sometime we can't do this. We will be having some space inside this string. So we can't use dot weight space bracket in kg. So we will be using this array format. If we are doing with this, this is also a proper way, so you could find easily. Or else we want to change the name. It is a great process. It is time taking process. So this is the easy way to call. Now we are into another step, manipulating data frames. So we want to find the BMI. BMI is body mass index. DF basic info is the variable name. As I said, we are calling this. We are manipulating data frames. We are going to find the BMI. See, I'm going to create a new column. We just had age, weight and height. Now we are going to create a new column known as BMI inside the data frame. The data frame name is DF basic info. So I am calling this everywhere, and I am going to pick up only the weight, which is divided by the basic info inside that height. That is weight divided by height square, that is weight divided by height square is BMI. So we are going to apply this weight divided by height square. So we are going to get, now we are going to see the head, first 5 data. See, we have created a new column which calculates the weight divided by height square. So we are getting this data, it is newly added here. Now we are going to see the shapes. We were having 23 rows and 3 columns. Now we are going to get 23 rows and 4 columns. Let's check. See, we have 4 columns. First is a row, that is X, and column is of Y. Adding new row to the data set. So this is the location. We are having the location and we are going to give this new data. That is, we have only 23 data here. But we are going to give a 24th data, which consists of first one is age, second is weight, third is height, and then the BMI. So let's run this. It's executed successfully. Now we are going to see the entire data frame. See, we had 23 datas. Now it's 24th data. Indexing a data frame using iLog. As I said earlier in data series, that is Pandas data series, we know I is for index and log is for location. We have done the previous thing using the location. Now we are going to do with iLog. So selecting, we are going to index. 2 means we will be getting from 0, 1, 2. That is the third row we are going to get it. See, age is 54, weight is 78, height is 1.5 and BMI is 34. Let's look into that. See, 0, 1, 2, 54, 78, 1.5, 34. Yeah, we got the exact thing. We are going to select 4th, 7th and 10th rows. This is as same as we have done in series. This is also the same. We are going to get in range from 12 to 17. See, we are giving 18 as the endpoint, but we won't get 18. We will be getting only up to 17, which is the n minus 1. We could keep it as like that. See, select the first column. This is the column. So, as I said earlier, x comma y, that is row comma column. We saw in shapes. Come, let's see there. Said this is rows and this is column. In the same way, we are giving that the entire row I need. That is 0 to 0. See, if we don't give anything means it is of full. Now we are comma. Next axis is 1. The first thing we are going to get. See, the entire thing is printed. The first column is printed. That is name, weight. We will be having it out. Age is the first thing. Why we are getting weight? Because the index starts from 0. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2 and this is 3. Select the last column. This is negative indexing. See, we had a positive index. Now we are going to get the negative because we are coming from the backwards. The same formula, ilog dot, just this is too simple. That is from first to the end. Then we are going from back. See, we got the BMI because from first it's 0, 1, 2, 3. From backwards it's minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Because we don't have 0 in minus value, that is the thing. We are using minus 1 for indexing backwards. That is the negative indexing. Select first 2 columns. So as I said, this is a full thing. Full rows we are going to get from top to bottom, and then we are going to give first 2 columns. First 2 is 0, 1 and 2. If we are giving 2, the second would not be printed. Only 0 and 1 would be printed. So we are getting age and weight. Indexing data frame using log. As we saw earlier, this is of same by using dot and by using the array. We are getting the same for age. Answer is same. And if you are going to call more than one column, we could give it as separate by using, we could separate this using the comma. So we will be getting age and BMI. We got both. This is conditional subsetting. So this is the most important step. As if we are seeing that this age is given greater than 44, we are getting greater than 44. Everything is greater than 47. Here we are getting the same. Here we are giving two conditions, that to select the row whether age is greater than 40 and weight is more than 60. So let's say that we are going to find those who are obese. So for 40 age 45, 60 is overweight, we are going to select this. We are getting the data. This is not only for, these conditions are not only for reading purpose. This is also a basic step. We are going to find the outliers. Outliers are the data which would be out of the graph. We will be seeing interquartile range. So I will teach that in later, but we will be getting a range from, let's say, from 10 to 20 is our data, but the data present in our data set is minus 22, minus 60, which is of left side, and in right side we will be having 40, 50, 70, like that. These are all the data which we don't need, which changes the shape of our data. We can't predict a good the model we are going to train with no, model we are going to train will not be good by using those data. So we are calling that it as a out. So we will be calling it as outliers. We are going to detect that outliers and we are going to leave them. So these type of conditions are used, these types of condition are used for knowing the outliers. We will be getting the exact data which we want. We have the conditions. We are asking that these both conditions should be satisfied. Select the rows whether both age and weight are more than 65. In that case, we saw either one have to do. So we have given this symbol. Now we are giving ampersand for having both the data. This is sort. We will be sorting according to the age. By default, it's ascending order. By default, it's ascending order. If we want, we can also give in the descending order. Rank. We saw this in Pandas data series itself. So we are giving rank min. We are going to create this rank min. We have just up to BMI. We are going to create a column which is rank min, which consists of basic BMI in that ranking ascending and method minimum. So let's see rank minimum. We have got the rank according to the ascending order, the BMI rank. To check the missing values, so here we have a separate CSV basic info missing data, df basic info missing, same pd.read CSV. We are going to read this CSV. We got, see, in between we are having nan values. Nan is nothing but not a number. So we have missing values which is addressed as nan, not a number. So we are going to check is null sum is null is the condition we are giving to find the number. Is null is the condition which gives the boolean answer. Let's try that. Without sum, if we are trying, it is going to give a boolean expression, but with sum if we are doing, we will be getting the exact result which we are going to see. See, age has one missing value, weight has two, and height has one. So that we are using this sum which is going to sum up and say how much true we have, how much false we have. Reading the data frame, reading the data from different sources. As seen earlier, we saw how to load a CSV file. Now we are going to see how to load an Excel file. In that case, we gave pd.read underscore CSV and the extension was CSV. Now we are going to see how to load an Excel file. Same pd read underscore Excel, name of the file dot XLSX. This is the extension for Excel sheet. We are going to load this. We got this data. Now we are going to load a zip file which contains a CSV. So with zip file that the file name data.zip as z, and with z.open, that is the file dot example CSV. This is the original file we are going to open as f. The same condition, pd.read CSV, read the file, print file head. We are going to just print the file head we got. We don't want to extract that. We can open the zip file and we want whichever data we want, we could read that. We could also load a data from HTML file. Say we have the same condition, header and index column. We are just defining this. See, we got it as a list. This is for reading the JSON. Let's read underscore JSON iris. Iris is a wonderful data set. We will be seeing that later. We have 150 rows and 5 columns. This is a unique data set which we are going to predict the flowers. We'll be seeing this later. Iris is a wonderful data set. We will be seeing iris data set later. Now we are just going through Pandas DataFrame. So let's go through this. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Share to the people those who will be get benefited by seeing this.